Peace, love, and light, everyone. I hope all is well. This is your girl, Serena Wills, and welcome to Poetry, Publishing, and Literary Artistry. For those who don't know who I am a self published author, I am a spoken word artist, a poet, and a publishing coach. I also love to write fiction, nonfiction, and health and wellness articles for various magazines, blogs, and publications across the nation. All right, so in today's segment, we are going to look at a couple of different ways you could publish your book. This has been a question that has come up in my self-publishing classes, and I actually dive into a bit deeper in self-publishing 201, the next steps, and we go through different um, different publishing companies, whether they're mainly non-traditional, um, but I love to talk about the small businesses, the independent businesses. Then we talk about the medium size, and we talk about the big ones and the really, really large ones. I really wanted to focus today on a couple of non-traditional publishing companies. One that I have worked with quite closely, and one that I was introduced to last year and did some research on them and really love how both companies work with their authors and also potential authors. So one is Water Springs Publishing, and the other is Atmosphere Press. I've worked closely with Water Springs Publishing. Shout out to Athena Shack. Her company has really helped um, with Artist Paradise, The Awakening, Piece of Life Volume 2, and Crying Tears of Teal. So three of my four books. With Crying Tears of Teal, they did the typesetting, and they took the book cover that was done from another company and made it all happen. So in Atmosphere Press, I met them through an organization I belong to, a group called the Writers Block, based out of Dallas, Texas. And they invited them into one of our meetings. And they talked a great deal about who they are, what they do, and how they work with authors. So for both of them, and this is I'm using them as an example because I've worked with one and got a chance to get to know the other, but there are other non-traditional publishing companies out there. The one beautiful thing about them is that they have a personal touch. You work closely with the entire team at times. If you don't talk to the person doing the typesetting, and for those who don't know what the typesetting is, that's your pages on the inside of your book, and they make the pages look beautiful. You give them a Microsoft Word document, they are adding the borders and all of that. You may have your name on the side or the chapter titles at the top. So you may not meet that person, you may. It just depends. But the beautiful thing is you get to build a relationship with these companies. You get to build a relationship um, sometimes with the team, with parts of the team. And then over time, like I've worked with Water Springs Publishing now on three of my four books, you forge a beautiful relationship. It's so much easier. Gosh, it's so much easier to contact them. It's because they are what I call homegrown. They keep it that way. And I can see them even if the more they have grown, especially watched Water Springs Publishing grow over time. And the story I've heard of Atmosphere Press, they have grown over time. The one thing that they still have is that home base. You can still reach out to them. You're contacting someone directly. You're able to talk with somebody. Okay, not all the automated features and press one for this and two for that, and you never get a chance to talk to somebody. They are the opposite. They believe in the power of talking with their authors, being at their side, being the guide at their side. They offer various publishing packages, depending on the company you decide to go with. Like I said, there's others out there. They all have their own way of vetting authors. Some have discovery calls. Some you submit your manuscript, and they could see, okay, this is someone we'd like to work with. We could work together. Some may invite you to a webinar that they're having, an info session, with other authors. And you can learn about their different packages. You can learn how much they charge, what comes in those packages, right? And then seeing, okay, I think this would be a great fit. They assist with global print distribution. I should have underlined global. Global. So the beautiful thing is when you work with them, and the one thing is you want to do your research with any company, but you want to do your research with the non-traditional publishing companies and see how they can get your book out there. Will it stay? I'm in the United States. Will it stay in the United States, or will it go global? Um, will I see my book pop up in Australia, or Europe, or Africa? Where's my book going to be? And also, do they do this for both hard copy and ebooks? These particular companies do. But that's the one question you want to ask um, a publishing company you may be looking at. Do you offer global distribution? And do you do it for hard copy, meaning paperback, or if you want to do hardback? Do you do ebooks? Um, they offer packages such as marketing plans. I'm a writer. Okay, I love to write. I love the whole process, the creative process. Marketing is challenging for me. Okay, so the fact that they will help you with marketing plans, promo materials, and guidance is so key. Um, Depending on the package you choose, some may even do the marketing for you alongside of you. Some companies, non-traditional publishing companies, will offer networking opportunities. You can network with other authors, and coaching and also advice. So it's great when you're not just only able to talk with them and talk to somebody, or people. You can see what packages that they have. You can see if they have payment plans. Yes, payment plans are wonderful. If they are global, they do the global print distribution. I will never forget with Water Springs Publishing, one of an author, a friend and a good friend of mine, Stacy Thomas. I was looking up her book online, and I Googled it, and I remember text messaging her, and I was like, Stacy, your book is available. I think it was like Australia. She was like, what? And we both were like on the website, and sure enough, there was the global distribution. So her book was available to those if they wanted to order online through Australia, they can get it. It was really a great day, right? So these non-traditional publishing companies, they have a team of graphic designers, editors, people that do the typesetting for you, the marketing professionals, et cetera, et cetera. They're a one-stop shop. For example, when I worked with all my books, for those, if you want to go online, my website, you'll see all my book covers. They're all original paintings by friends. So I already knew what I wanted on my book cover. So that was half the battle, more than half the battle for the book cover. But some people don't know what they want on their book cover. They're like, I have no clue. I don't know what I want the book cover to look like. So these companies will work with you, whether you know what you want on the front cover or not. And they have the professionals there to really create a masterpiece that really resonates with your book. And again, it's homegrown, they're independently owned, and they're always there for you. I really underlined always. For what I learned through the writer's block meeting about Atmosphere Press. Um, I got the feeling of they're really there for you. And when I work with Athena Shack at Water Springs Publishing, they're there for you. They want to see you win. They want to see you succeed. They want your book to be out there. They want you to be a victorious author. And they want you to not stop. Okay, like, okay, you got one book out there. You let us know when you're coming back for book two, three, or five, or what have you. And a great question to ask a non-traditional publishing company is, do they have access to awards? Just because we're self-published doesn't mean that we don't have to be award-winning writers, right? And but depending on the company, some do, and they say, yeah, we have partnerships, and we work with this entity and that entity that do they do have awards, and even for self-published authors. So you want to see what their outreach is, who they are partnered with, because they are independently owned. I love this, this like this picture, think big but shop small. They think big. Okay, they are global. Okay, so really check out non-traditional publishing companies. Check them out, support them, reach out to them. See, once you get that discovery call or get a chance to have some email communication back and forth. Some have YouTube videos. You could check out their videos and say, you know what? I really see myself with this company. I see myself being able to hand over my book and say, okay, I want you all to help me with all the things I can't do. I can't do the editing. I can't do the typesetting, and anything like that. Um, Non-traditional versus traditional, right? The beauty is you're on your own time frame because you're a self-published author. So that, and this is not like a traditional publishing company where you have this contract and you have to meet the deadlines, and okay, we're going to front you this money and you have to sell all these books. So and that's actually a segment I should do, the difference between traditional publishing and non-traditional publishing. This is how you're still a self-published author. Again, when I say you're on your own time frame, this is your book, okay? And they're not paying you, okay, to produce this book. This is your book, baby. You are investing in your book, and they are helping guide you. So you can sell copies, so you can get the ebooks out there, the hard copies, get the audiobooks out there. Some non-traditional publishing companies work with third-party entities, so you can do an audiobook for your books. So that is the difference. Their contracts look different than traditional, but they again do not pay you. Okay, so let's just get that out in the open. You are reaching out to them. I need help publishing my book and getting it out there, distributed, printed, getting author copies, etc. And the contract is going to be based on that. All right, so non-traditional publishing companies, think big, shop small. We are in times right now where we need to support more of our independent businesses, independent companies, small companies, indie authors. We need to support one another and really just pour into each other so we can thrive together, so we can win together. So I really hope that this resonates with somebody. I hope someone can say, wow, I'm going to reach out to a non-traditional publishing company. I'm going to check out these two that she talked about. Or you might have a couple that you were thinking about, but now you feel more at ease. And it's a winning situation all around. So that is my time for today. Uh, I hope that you learned a lot. about non-traditional publishing companies. It would be great if I could, I'm thinking out loud here, if I can get um, one or two of them online during a segment in the future to talk about, what they offer and what it's like from their side of the fence. I could tell you firsthand, I could not have done it without any of the non-traditional publishing companies. I could not have produced my four books that I have out, and thinking of book five and six that are coming out the way I want to do it, what how I want to do it a little differently, and that I can sit down and talk to them and have a conversation as to what I want to do differently. And talking to a live voice and meeting with a person and having that relationship and that bond. It really is, it really means a lot. So I hope you got a lot out of today. If you want to learn more, you can go to my website, serenawills.com, SERENAWILLS.com, or check me out on social media. I'm across different platforms at Divine Right, DIVINEWRYTE, except for Facebook. It's Serena Wills, all one word. So you do facebook.com/Serena Wills. But yeah, I hope to see you all in the future. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to DM me or reach out to me through my website. And remember, think big and shop small. All right, that's my time for today. Take care and bye for now.
Come